Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, May 12th, 2023. This is John Frenet, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I'll tell you, the PRSA PR Bazaar last night was a lot of fun. It was fun to get to know so many new people, and I was thrilled that it was a different audience than usual. And if you attended, I hope you came away with lots of good stuff on local media. Anyhow, we do have a little bit of news, so let's get into it, shall we? Old Mill High School received an email from a student account yesterday morning that they felt was threatening. At the time, they could not find the student, and as a result, Old Mill High, Old Mill Middle North, Old Mill Middle South were all put on lockdown. Those three do share a campus and actual buildings, and nearby Rippling Woods Elementary and Ruth Parker Eason, an alternative school, were both put on what they call security shelter status during the investigation. In the end, the threat was deemed to be unfounded. The incident did begin at about 9:50 a.m. and was over about 35 minutes later. I know it's getting warmer, but if you're looking to get to the Caribbean on the cheap, Frontier Airlines has you covered. One-way fares with taxes and fees come in just over $100. No passport needed for Puerto Rico, and actually they're taking about 5 months now to get at this point. So hop on a plane at BWI, and in 4 hours, you can be in sunny San Juan. All right, let's talk events. The Icons in Transformation exhibit at St. Martin's Lutheran Church is still going on and open to the public Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Sundays from noon to 2 p.m. and also Wednesdays from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's happening through June 11th at St. Martin's. Tomorrow, starting at the crack of noon, it is the grueling MRE's .05K race. You can walk up and register on site beginning at 10 a.m. in the parking lot of the Long and Foster in Eastport. And when you're done there, you can mosey on down to Spa Creek and 4th Street to see the Annapolis Dragon Boat Club open the eyes of their boats for the season. Really, it's a pretty cool ceremony. And then you want to head on over to the Pecos House and Gardens for their annual garden and plant sale. That does close down at 4 p.m. Sunday, the senior Johnnies are set free. It is graduation at St. John's College from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And of course, it is Mother's Day. So make sure that you treat your moms and those that are like moms to you right. Looking into next week, Tuesday it is the sea trials for the plebes at the Naval Academy, and that 450 bridge will be closed for a few minutes here and there throughout the day as they cross. Wednesday is the Herndon Climb. That is open to the public. That starts at 8 a.m. in the monument just outside the Naval Academy Chapel. And finally, the Food Bank of Anne Arundel County is hosting Feeding Hope on Thursday at Homestead Gardens in Davidsonville. It's a wonderful evening of drink and food and learning about the need for food in Anne Arundel County. It is a fundraiser, and the food bank does actually buy a lot of food. You can get tickets at aafoodbank.org. Today on Canines and Crosstreks, Kelly and Billy are trying to wear me down with a very cool Shih Tzu named Bubba. Listen now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon today for our irresistible photos of Bubba and get all the information on how you can give Bubba his forever home. And as we wrap it up, do me a favor and sign up for our weekly newsletter of events in the area. It goes out on Fridays at 12:30 p.m. and you can sign up on the forum at eyeonannapolis.net. And I'm also going to include a link right here in the show notes. Many thanks in advance, as always. Here is some podcast news for you. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, Intrinsic, a cool yacht and boat dealer / broker in town. And next week, we're going to hear from Details and Design from deep in the heart of Eastport. All right, and that is it. Now, it is just time to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. It's Friday, the weekend is here. Now it's time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report and, of course, Canines and Crosstreks, so do hang around for that. All that coming to you in just a minute.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, May 12th. It was amazing outside yesterday across the Annapolis region, and today will bring more of the same ahead of some rain Saturday, followed by a return of sunshine Mother's Day Sunday. Look for mostly sunny skies today with warmer PM highs in the 81 to 88 degree range across all of Anne Arundel County, followed by showers and storms in mid-70s on Saturday, with skies then clearing nicely for Mother's Day Sunday with PM highs around 75 degrees, with the outlook for the first half of next week being mostly sunny skies with temps generally in the 70s, though we can't rule out a passing shower on Monday. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DC MDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks, sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Well, welcome back to Canines and Crosstreks, and today we got Bubba, who you would think might be a big boxer or something, but it's not.
This is not Big Bubba. This is just Bubba. So Bubba is a 5-year-old Shih Tzu.
Excuse me?
Absolutely.
What'd you say?
I said Bubba is 5 years old.
What kind of dog is he?
You tell me, Billy.
A Shih Tzu?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So Bubba is an owner surrender, and the story is that a friend gave her this dog, and she was just not ready to have a dog. Now, this dog is spunky and fun. I mean, I will put him down. He would just run like crazy.
Bubba's got a high ponytail in. I don't know if Bubba's super pumped about the high
He could probably go work at like True Food Kitchen.
And his view.
Bubba looks
That's a little man fun. Little
There you
ponytail.
go.
Bubba could also be like a
does have a man
barista at Rise Up, you know?
But he is friendly and he loves to walk. I mean, he's a little guy, so he doesn't need a lot of exercise, but I take him on the trail and he just goes and just doesn't stop.
Cool. Is he good with all sorts of people?
Yeah, he's
Kids
been
and all
great. He's good.
Whatever.
And the person that surrendered said that he was sleeping with her granddaughter. So he is definitely kid friendly.
Well, I will say, as a prior Shih Tzu owner,
Ooh.
You were? Okay.
that they do take a little bit of maintenance on the hair.
Okay.
So you've got to, you do have to brush them out if you want their hair long and flowy and cool, or make sure that they're groomed.
So they don't get matted though. Their type of
No,
hair
no,
isn't
no,
like
no.
the
It's
fine,
hair.
like Maltese
It's hair,
that
which is
gets
really cool
matted
because
real
you
fast.
don't like when you take them out in the snow and their little
Yeah.
stomachs drag in the snow. It doesn't get the
It doesn't
whole.
collect all the ice.
Yeah,
ice and stuff. Mhm.
Yeah, and they're hypoallergenic.
Oh wow!
So if you've got allergies or something like that, that's kind of cool.
Since you are so familiar, this may be the dog for you.
You know, I was thinking that last week's dog was the one that I came so close to saying, "All right, screw it, we're done." Okay,
Maya?
Yeah.
Oh, Maya's still here too.
Oh, Maya's still here.
Maya
John.
is still here. Which
What
is hard to believe.
what do we need to get you over that hump? I mean, you just
know.
the
How about just
that
fostering?
was about an inch.
Put the car salesman away.
That was about an
What
inch.
about just fostering?
What's the objection here, John?
Right now I can't because I'm going out of town soon. So, but perhaps we'll discuss this in June
If Maya's still here,
or somebody similar.
we have to discuss that with Teresa too, though.
I'm for somebody similar. we can definitely think about that. But no, he's adorable though.
Oh my God, he's just like this.
He
little
also
stuffed
looks
animal.
like he could be a character in Star Wars.
Totally. He
Chewbacca.
does have that look.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
it's one of those
look
little
at
like
that face.
I'm not a big Star Wars person. I don't know what they're called, but he looks just like one of the characters from Star Wars.
And every time I try to get a good picture of him, because he's got his black eyes, his black fur, it's hard to get a good picture to see that beautiful face because it just all kind of goes together. See how lovable he is?
He's very lovable.
He's so great. So I'm going to try to put him on the floor, and hopefully Jimmy, the office cat, will be pleasant.
Leave him alone, Jimmy.
How was the plant sale?
Oh, it was absolutely wonderful.
I mean, the weather was awesome.
We had the best weather. We had so many people come out and buy, and it was wonderful because the plants came straight from the farm, literally from the farm that morning, and they were the highest quality plants and priced right, which is wonderful, and a lot of people appreciated the quality and the price. So we did really well. I don't have a final number yet to share, but I know we did great. It was Saturday and Sunday.
That sounds like a Subaru, priced right. And
That's
people
right.
like it. They come on out. They buy
High
it.
quality, you know.
Good quality,
And we got to unload all the plants off the truck, so it was even more fun.
so you got a workout as well.
I did for both days. So
That's
that was good.
That's not bad. And you've got Walk for the Animals coming up on the 21st.
We absolutely do. And we do still have vendor space available and also sponsorships.
For people that are listening, I mean, this is at Quiet Waters Park, and there is no admission that day when you.
That's
come in.
correct.
You just
You
right
just
when the
come in
guard
and
comes
enjoy.
out, you flip them the bird, and you just keep right on going. Right.
Keep going. That's right. And
Not today.
And that is the thing for us because it's a community event and we want it to be obviously family friendly and not charged. But at the same time, we also want the community to realize that we pay to rent the park and everything else. So it's really important for us. Yes, we do. So we pay.
County Executive Pittman, we need to do something
I
about this. You're
know,
renting.
yeah.
You're
Okay, John,
renting
go ahead.
the park to the Anne Arundel County SPCA.
Yes. So it's very it's expensive for us, and that's why the sponsorships are necessary, and then the vendors, that obviously every single person that comes out, and then we do have pledging, but pledging isn't as big of a deal as it used to be for people. A lot of people used to pledge. Years back we had a lot of pledgers, but just not.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, so it's always been a tough decision. Like, oh, should we try? And we did try once just to charge a very small fee, but it holds up traffic and things like that. And then we also just want it to be a family community event. You can just come out and walk your dog, have fun, and leave. Because any other time you have to pay to get into Quiet Waters,
Right, unless you.
but if you're coming to the walk,
Yeah.
it's free for you because we're paying for you to come.
You would think that the county would want more people to come in just to see the park. I know. Okay, let's just put the SPCA aside for a second. Come in and see that awesome park. I mean, they call it the crown jewel of Anne Arundel County, for crying out loud.
Yeah, and it is a beautiful park.
Okay,
But
when we
yeah,
get this done, I'm going to tag Pittman in this podcast episode. Okay. He's going to listen to this
because we have to pay a rental fee and then we pay per person.
Oh my word!
We pay per head. Every person coming through that we.
So that guard that you gave the finger to as you blew through the shack's got a little counter. And
That's
goes, okay,
right.
there's another
so he's
one.
like, there's another 10.
right. Okay, Mr. Attitude.
That's right.
Click, 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 click.
SPCA just paid for 10 people, not one.
Yeah, you would think for one day they'd be able to.
I know. And I get it. There may be expenses for the parks and everything, but goodness, to rent the park and pay per head.
Yeah. Hey, I want to talk about this paw prints. How come I don't get this mailed to me at home?
Well, you must not be on our mailing list.
Okay, we need to.
So you are now officially on it.
I'm looking at this. I was roaming around the conference room before we got here, and this is a beautiful little magazine.
It's fabulous. Yeah. And it's great because so many times we say, oh, maybe we should just go to everything online. But so many people appreciate still receiving that. And we get requests all the time. Oh, I didn't get mine yet. And we're like, okay, it'll be there anytime. But we do notice a lot of people, donors and adopters, still appreciate receiving it in the mail.
2 a year. That's very cool. And then you
semi-annually.
Semi-annually.
And you highlight your donors, or is it biannually?
Just,
I guess it would be biannually. Look at you. Yeah, totally.
Either way.
But it's nice because the reason why a lot of people like it is because if you do something in memory of or in honor of someone, which is always just a nice touch. If somebody's going through something and you want to, or they've lost someone they love, they can do a donation in their name. And a lot of times people do it in their pet's name, which is even better. Yeah,
for sure.
And it's always nice to see that, and it's
okay.
Warms your heart.
I'm gonna have to get myself on that.
There you go.
On that list.
Billy, are you on that mailing list?
Well, it says Annapolis Subaru on the back, so I'm sure we get a copy.
And see what's in there on that first page.
And Bubba's come over here to visit me.
Oh, good. See. He's like, take me home. Take me on your trip.
He's right here. Oh, he wouldn't do good on an airplane, I don't think so. So what's new up at Annapolis Subaru? You get your door yet?
We're getting our doors installed. Yeah, they're in.
That was the big thing.
Yeah, they are in. So we've got moved some furniture down there, and then we are ready to rock and roll.
You ribbon cutting?
We have not done that yet.
Okay.
It's gonna happen here soon.
You talked, I guess it was last week, about the Crosstrek, the new the 24 model.
Yeah.
And I saw another thing. We're getting lots of raves. They say it's underpowered, but I'm like, it's a small car. I mean, it's not.
It depends on what you're used to. Like most of these cars, when you get in them, as long as you haven't driven something right before that has a turbo or is extra power, they have plenty of power.
Don't go shopping for the Lamborghinis. Right. And then go to the Subaru.
Well, if somebody comes in and their budget's for a limited Outback, and they're like, oh, I want to drive the turbo as well, which is another $4 or $5 grand. It's like, hey, don't drive the turbo first because it's going to make the non-turbo seem like inadequate. So it's I mean they're fine with power. It just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for performance, you're probably not going to get a Crosstrek. Get a WRX or a BRZ.
Well, I'll tell you, we are going to go out and play with Bubba.
Yeah.
Bubba.
Do it.
He's so chill. Again,
I know.
Just like
my
little
sweetie.
John, how close are you right now to adopting Bubba?
I'd rather not discuss that. And I see we've got Jimmy here.
Jimmy's always here for the podcast.
Jimmy is always here, but we never say Jimmy's name.
Jimmy.
He's not.
Jimmy, do you know your name?
He's
Jimmy.
He's the conference room cat.
That's right. He attends all the meetings.
Super confident, Jimmy is.
To adopt Bubba before Jimmy eats him.
Exactly.
You want to go to aacspca.org and to get a Crosstrek or any of the other fine vehicles that they sell there. AnnapolisSubaru.com would be where you want to go. If you're heading to Walk for the Animals on May 21st, think about making a donation because it's costing money. Just even if it's $5 or something like that to the SPCA, if you go there, it helps them offset the cost of renting the park, which hopefully they're not going to have to do next year because I think that's horrible. But we will see you guys next week.
Make it happen, John.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Ion Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.